Hi, friends. I'm Phil. I'm a poet just like you. Today, I wanted to take the opportunity to share a poem with you that I wrote years ago, long time ago, maybe 7 or 8 years ago, but I've never really had a chance to share it with anybody. It never really made sense to put it in a book. I didn't feel like it was long enough to be its own book. I didn't feel like it fit very well inside of Could You Hug a Cactus or my next book. So I just figured this was a great opportunity to share, so hopefully you enjoy it. It's called The Tale of Flopper and Finn. Now, where should I begin? You see, Flopper and Finn were two very happy goldfish. Flopper would flop while Finn would flap near the top and make the water inside of their bowl swish. And they'd get all excited whenever they sighted the sight of a young boy named Emery, though they didn't quite know what excited them so, because a fish has a very short memory. He'd remind them just why when he dropped their supply of food on the surface above them. And if Flopper or Finn could remember a thing, it'd be obvious that Emery did love them. Though it may seem boring, these two fish each morning exchanged pleasantries and friendship instructions, for their morning routine is the strangest I've seen and consists of all new introductions. Hello, I'm Flopper. Hello, I'm Finn. That's exactly how every day would begin. It's a pleasure to meet you. The pleasure's all mine. And they'd converse, just as such, for 10 minutes' time. How are you doing? I'm doing quite well. I sure like this bowl in which we both dwell. Where did you come from? I'm really not clear. We should probably be friends. We're the only two here. Sounds fine to me. Now I like to flop. That's perfect, 'cause I like to flap near the top. This could be a great friendship between you and me. I'd say it's ideal as can be. Indeed, it was fine. Each morning at 9, each fish would find a new friend. And they'd flap and they'd flop and they'd swish round the top. But that's not how the story ends. One day, late November or maybe December, for no reason that I could tell, when each fish said their hi, something strange went awry, and it didn't go nearly as well. At the end of a minute, they both were in it, a feud twixt the two friendly fish. And instead of the flapping, a fight started happening, and there was an argument instead of a swish. Flopper would shout and splash all about and try to hit Finn with his head. Then Finn would react and turn and attack and come back with a tail smack instead. This went on for hours, each using their powers to harass and attack one another. Though they were friends before, this strange civil war had brought out the worst in each other. They continued their fight on into the night when Emery walked in to feed them. But each was distracted, each planning their tactics, so neither the two fish did see him. Emery noticed the clash when Flopper forced a strong splash directed directly at Finn, and due to the toll that they'd put on the bowl, it began to crack at the brim. It split down the side, and the water inside began to pour onto the floor. Oh no, we are doomed, Finn and Flopper presumed. What were we fighting for? I'm sorry, said Finn, while caught in a spin. I guess that we've now met our ends. And Flopper's reply, what a dreadful goodbye! We should have just tried to be friends. As this last moment passed, Emery came with a glass and caught each fish as they fell. With the mishap addressed, each fish had been blessed with a home much, much smaller, but that's just as well. With one more chance given, each fish had forgiven and been saved from their certain destruction. So the next morning came, and the fish just the same as before. They began introductions. See, the fish, just like us, after all of that fuss, can forgive after something upsetting. But the main difference is, between people and fish, the fish are faster at the forgetting. And that is the tale of Flopper and Finn. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time, and until then, keep writing.